Good morning and welcome to Welcome Table Christian Church, virtual worship. As always, I miss being with you in person, but I'm so glad that I can share my living room and our table with you. Whoever you are, I want you to know that all you are, all you bring to this table, all your hopes, joys, despairs, aches, questions, everything is welcome at Welcome Table. And I look forward to the day when I can be with all of you in person. For today, I'm glad that you're here with us through the screen. I have just a few announcements this week. The same things we've been doing every week will continue next week, but we'll be adding on a few things for Holy Week. And I want to talk for just a minute about Holy Week. I think especially in the age of COVID-19, there might be an impulse to just let it go because we can't do what we would do. But I think it's important for us to realize that hidden in Holy Week is a very human experience, especially of trauma. So Thursday is sort of the calm before the storm and this close intimacy together. And then Friday is the acute trauma. And Saturday is this unknowing grief. And Sunday is a surprising hope. And I think if you look back to times of trauma, individually, collectively, we have this intimate calm before the storm, the acute trauma, the unknowing grief, and the surprising hope somewhere. And maybe we haven't gotten there yet. I think as a community right now, we're still honestly in Friday. We are still in the acute trauma. This is a very long acute trauma, but there's a lot of essence of Saturday as well. And we might remember back to Thursday, just a month ago, the calm before the storm. As Jesus, don't worry, that's just a cough, not a COVID. As Jesus shares a meal with his friends, he kind of foreshadows his death. And we gathered for a wonderful funeral, for a community member who shared so much of his life with us just before this kind of fell off. We knew it was coming, and there was intimacy and grief all in that space. Our Thursday, and then Friday, acute trauma, and Saturday, unknowing. And we continue to enact hope. We will rehearse hope on Easter, even where we don't feel it. That's one of the wonderful things about Holy Week is that every year the church rehearses these rhythms of intimacy and the calm before the storm, trauma, grief and unknowing and hope. We rehearse them no matter where we are in that story. And I hope that as we journey this week, you will name where you are, you will honor where you are, and also go through some of the rhythms of where you're not. So there will be a number of places to do that. On this week, on Thursday, we will have an intimate time of connection. We will have a Zoom dinner and poetry reading. And we can have some intimacy with my daughter. She will definitely be there. Her poetry is a little bit nonsensical, but beautiful all the same, I would say. Her dad is bouncing her now. So she'll be there for the intimacy on Thursday. And then on Friday, you'll have an invitation to walk through your neighborhood looking for those 4 days and taking pictures of where you see those 4 days happening now. And we'll have an opportunity to share that back. And then on Saturday, we will be holding vigil, and you'll have a chance to sign up for a time to hold vigil wherever you are. And on Sunday, we will have a sunrise service located wherever you would call your garden. If it's your backyard, if it's a corner of a park that you know no one will be at, if it's a plant in your apartment, we will come to the garden alone for a very short but meaningful sunrise service. And then we will join, General Assembly is putting on a celebratory and honest Easter service. We'll join them at our usual time of 10:30 through their playlist. And then we will also have a playlist, and I would invite you, we'll have a playlist of our answers to the question, what does resurrection mean in April of 2020? So I'd invite you to either write or call and allow me to record or video yourself or make a voice memo, something between 1 and 5 sentences. What does resurrection mean in 2020? So record them or email them something, send them to me, ideally before Wednesday, and we'll put them in a playlist with also some music from Katie and Reed so that we can journey together through this huge question. What does resurrection mean in 2020. One of the things I love most about Welcome Table is the diversity of people, of belief, of understanding. And somehow when we come together, when we bring ourselves to the table is richer and more welcoming. So I look forward to creating a virtual feast of each of our souls, where we're at and how we see spirit and resurrection in this time of, I think, acute trauma, where hope is still maybe lingering off in the future. And maybe we're seeing it happen in places. So that's what we have for Holy Week, and I look forward to engaging you during Holy Week.